Hey there guys, Saint Joan here, and I've got some COD4 for you guys. It's Bog, domination on Bog. I had to cut out, I do apologize, but I had to cut out the first minute of this video because it was too long for the YouTube time limit, and Pinnacle Studio sucks, and their fast forward feature won't work, so I just had to cut out the first minute, but it shouldn't deteriorate because this gameplay is it's different than what I usually do. It is domination on Bog, and we lose, unfortunately, but it should be very entertaining for you guys because I was extremely aggressive and I got a ton of kills, and I thought this was pretty entertaining. And while it may not be one of my better scores, I thought it was a lot more impressive than some of my other scores in terms of how I got the kills. And stuff like that, and I just figured it'd be very entertaining for you guys. Domination on Bog, and I'm using the M16. Normally I wouldn't use a gun as powerful as the M16, but the previous match, which I had also had a ton of fun playing, the other team was using a lot of M16s. They were pouring it up pretty much, and I did not want to be at a disadvantage, so I went ahead with the M16. And also because we had spawned on the seaside, which is the inferior spawn, and this is actually a pretty close game. My team almost makes a breakthrough with my help, but they can't do it. My team is pretty bad this round, I'm not gonna lie, but you should like the game nevertheless. But right about now, it starts to turn around. We got B, and I take advantage to push up and spawn camp them, because that's really the goal. And when I'm using a gun like the M16, there are a lot of liberties I can take, because this gun is ridiculous, without a doubt. It is certainly one of the, well, who am I kidding? It is the best gun in the game. I mean, this has got a great killing speed with just, you really can't go wrong with it. It is the best overall assault rifle, you know, versatility wise, everything wise, not just versatility wise. It's a fantastic gun. Certainly cheap, extremely cheap. I was a bit surprised at how easy it was to use this round, but whatever, I get my frag spam on. But honestly, you know, even though I didn't get like the best score in the world on this match, I have to say I had a lot of fun playing this. Probably a lot more fun playing these two rounds, the round I had before this one, than I ever have playing Modern Warfare 2. It was some good, fast-paced action against players that were not terrible. They were actually some pretty good players. I was rather surprised. They would jump shot and drop shot, and you'll see me make use of a lot of those in the match, and stuff like that. But yeah, I'd want to pick up that guy's gun, but he had martyrdom, unfortunately. But that's okay. And I go back up to B because on Bog you do not want to lose B. It is essential that you don't lose B. It's probably the single most important thing, and unfortunately I die and we lose B, but that's okay. I check my miracle frag and I pick up this guy's raging porn demon, as Blame Truth likes to call it. But I don't think I use it at all, considering I have my shotgun sniper M16 with me. And I see the enemies calling in an airstrike, so I take and cover. And a good tip is, and this should apply more to Modern Warfare 2, but it still applies to COD4, is to be aware of when the enemy calls in air support. It's always good to just pay attention to the minimap. Goddamn phone. It's always good to pay attention to the minimap and the little operator guy over the voice, because he will shout out some pretty important information. Like right there, you know, I heard that they had an airstrike inbound, so I took some cover. And you can learn a lot from that in case of Modern Warfare 2. Like a Predator missile coming down, you can run away from your teammates and take cover too. So it's always good to pay attention to the minimap. It's a big pro tip, I guess, as you would call it. Big pro tip, but yeah. And I'm pushing up here because we've lost B, and we need to hold our ground, and being able to hold your ground is pretty important. This setup is my, I guess, my try-hard setup, because it's the setup I use when I need to do the best I can when I am either when I'm facing players that are using the same thing, or my team is absolutely terrible. Which in this game, in this particular match, both of those were the case. But yeah. So it's pretty self-explanatory. M16 with red dot sight, you can't go wrong. With bandolier, obviously, extra ammo for lots of reasons, because I live long. Really can't expect to live quickly with the M16, but stopping power for one burst kills, and extreme conditioning is for obvious reasons. I think I explained in my previous COD4 video that extreme conditioning is probably my favorite perk. Not my favorite perk, but it's definitely a pretty, extremely helpful perk in a game mode like domination. Right here I go to cap A because I reckon A is the dominant flag. The best position to have in this game is to hold A flag and B flag, and you're good to go after that. Otherwise, you really don't want to do anything else. You don't want to hold C flag, so now I can try to spawn trap. And then once you have A and B, a good tactic to do is to camp the hill, camp B, basically just sit up on B and shoot down, move around a bit, obviously. That tactic doesn't work out too well though, because like I said, I'm playing against some elite players who are pretty good. You know, normally I can't say that about the people I face. Mostly I just face noobs or wannabe optic players, but these guys are actually pretty good. So props to them if they're watching this. And one thing I like about Call of Duty 4 is it's a lot more fast-paced in terms of action. Like, you could not get this kind of action in Modern Warfare 2. You just can't. The maps are so big, and you die so fast that action like this comes around, you know, once in a blue moon. You really don't have a match as good as this one. You know, even though we lost, and even though my team was terrible, I can say I had a fantastic time. I thoroughly enjoyed myself. More so than I ever have in Modern Warfare 2. If that doesn't say something about this game, I don't know what does. And, that's actually another thing. I'm surprised at how many people that are actually good, like, are still playing Call of Duty 4. I guess I'm not the only one that, has gotten kind of tired of Modern Warfare 2. I'll still play Modern Warfare 2, you know, don't get me wrong. I've been played a game battles match of Modern Warfare 2, which was actually pretty fun. But I like this game a lot more. It's a lot more fast-paced and a lot more enjoyable for me. Granted, I am using the skill 16, but whatever. And if you're wondering why the M16 in this game is so overpowered, it's because it's got a ridiculously fast time to kill with low recoil, no idle sway. It's more accurate than any other gun, and given its dead-eye accuracy and high damage, it has a pretty ridiculous spraying ability. It has the fastest reload time of any assault rifle. It kills the fastest, I think, as I've already mentioned. Really, the only disadvantage this gun has is when you're firing from the hip, but even then, you know, given all its other advantages, it's just a great gun overall. You can't go wrong with it. It's actually the same scenario in COD4, like the FAMAS and the M16, definitely great guns, but the match is going to end here soon, so I'm going to have to wrap this up. Don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, and let me know if you like the music in the background and this kind of aggressive play, or if you like better KDs. Let me know what you think. Don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.